Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the production method for calculating national income. As we know, there are three methods to calculate national income. First one is the production method, second one is the income method, and the third one is the expenditure method. Now, in production method, we calculate the monetary value, the sum of monetary value of finished goods or services produced in agriculture, industries, and service sector of a country in that particular year. So we have classified the economy into three sectors: agriculture, industry and service sector. तीनों का प्रोडक्शन ऐड करते हैं, उसका मॉनेटरी वैल्यू ढूंढते हैं, एंड दैट मॉनेटरी वैल्यू इज माय नेशनल इनकम. सो द नेम सेज द मेथड, प्रोडक्शन मेथड मतलब कि जितना प्रोडक्शन हुआ है वो मेथड हम प्रोडक्शन में वो कैलकुलेशन हम इस मेथड में करते हैं. So before starting calculation, we will have to take care in mind the following important points. The first one is that first important thing is to classify economy into different sectors. You can classify it in agriculture, industry and service sector, or you can classify into various sectors like agriculture, industry, services, mines, construction, manufacturing, trade, commerce, transportation, etc. So a lot of different types of sectors are there in which you can classify your economy. This classification makes your calculation easy. It is easy to calculate production sector wise. एक एक sector को पकड़ो, उसका production गिनो और फिर उसको हम add करते हैं, instead of just taking the big country as a whole. The second one is selection of goods and services. Whatever goods and services we select, we have to take care that they should be only finished goods. Intermediate goods or services मतलब कि जो रॉ मटेरियल होते हैं, they are not calculated. Finished goods are the goods which we use for our own direct consumption. The third important point is services of housewife is not sold in the market. It is not for sale. सब अपने अपने घर का काम करते हैं, वो it is not for sale. It is not something that people sell. Therefore उसकी monetary value को हम measure नहीं कर सकते हैं, and that is why it is not considered as your national income. Next is goods which are produced for self consumption. For example, there is a farmer who is producing grains, who is producing wheat. उसमें से थोड़ा wheat जो है वो अपने लिए पहले से ही has decided कि ये part of the production जो है वो मेरे लिए है, self consumption के लिए है. Because these goods are not kept in the market for selling, उसकी monetary value हम measure नहीं कर सकते हैं, and therefore it is not considered as national income. For example, there is a farmer A who produces wheat for himself and his family, so that value is not considered for national income. The fifth point is there are no markets for defense and police services. Army and police are not sold in the market. That is why उनका जो cost होता है, उनका जो salary जो वगैरह जो होता है, it is not considered to calculate national income because they are not sold. They are serving the country. We are not selling them or buying them. The next is imputed rent. If we assume that we have given a house or a property on rent to someone, the probable rent that we would obtain on that property is called the imputed rent, and that imputed rent is calculated in national income. The seventh one is problem of double counting. Double counting means that we are calculating national product in terms of raw material as well as finished goods. If we are adding raw material as well as finished goods, we are double counting the goods. Product एक ही है, उसको दो बार काउंट करते हैं, one as raw material and one as finished goods. That is wrong. For example, you take sugar. Okay, you are selling sugar, तो तुमने एक बार उसको as final goods काउंट कर लिया है for 50 rupees. 50 rupees a kg you are selling sugar. That is your final goods. Now with that sugar, if you make a cake, तो वो शुगर का कॉस्टिंग तो हम गिनेंगे ना केक बनाने के लिए, और वो केक बेचेंगे, तो शुगर इधर भी काउंट कर ली हमने एज फिनिश्ड गुड्स और यहाँ पे एज रॉ मटेरियल काउंट करी है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड डबल काउंटिंग. व्हेन वी काउंट द सेम प्रोडक्ट टू टाइम्स, वन एज फिनिश्ड गुड्स एंड अनदर वन एज रॉ मटेरियल, दैट इज कॉल्ड डबल काउंटिंग, एंड दिस प्रॉब्लम इज वेरी कॉमनली फाउंड इन द इकोनॉमीज. सो इस प्रॉब्लम से निकलने के लिए देयर आर टू रेमेडीज टू अवॉइड double counting. The first one is we have to count the value of finished goods only. All the goods that are used or that can be used as a raw material are not counted for counting national income. The second method is the value added method. In this, we take a stage of production. For example, if we want to make a t-shirt, the stages of production will come from when we take cotton, we make yarn from it, and then we make a t-shirt from it. So we'll take stages of production और हर stage पे हम कितना value add कर रहे हैं. So how much value is added we can calculate in terms of income minus cost. Right? Selling price minus cost price. So over here, sales income is your selling price, factor cost is your cost price, and increasing value is your value added. So at each stage you calculate what is the value added. 100 minus 0, 100. 200 minus 100, 100. 280 minus 200 is 80, and you total it. This 280 is your value added. Clear? The next point is indirect taxes and subsidy. Now we know that किसी भी product पे tax लगता है तो वो product becomes costly. Now if you want to find out the actual value, the market value of that product, you will have to deduct the taxes. So indirect taxes are deducted and subsidies make the product cheaper. So whatever subsidy the government has given, you will add that subsidy. Next one is products that are resold. मतलब कि second hand products जो होते हैं, they are not counted in while calculating national income because that becomes double counting. घर मैंने एक बार बना के बेचा था 2000 में. Now again that flat is being sold in 2020. So it is double counting. बना तो एक ही बार था, हम count कैसे दो बार कर सकते हैं? So any product which is sold, resold today is not counted in national income. We deduct depreciation from national income. We add export value while calculating national income, and the value of smuggled or illegal goods are not at all considered while calculating national income. These are the important points that we have to remember while calculating national income via production method. Next class, we will continue with the second method. I hope you've understood production method. Your homework is to write a note on this method so you are very clear about this. Okay, that's all for today. Have a nice day. Bye.